Bird flu is still spreading, so let's talk about some week updates. CDC released a report talking about a 2024 vet conference. CDC researchers tested 150 vets from 46 states. 3 tested positive for H5N1 antibodies, meaning they had been exposed to the virus even though none had symptoms. All 3 worked with dairy cattle, but none had knowingly worked with infected herds. This isn't the first sign of human infections in those exposed to cows and them not knowing. A past study found that 14% of dairy farm workers tested had antibodies. This supports that we are missing some human bird flu cases in workers particularly, which is not surprising. Then we had a leaked report from CDC that made headlines claiming it showed a bird flu infected cat infected a human. The headlines were wrong. The leaked report shows that a farm worker may have exposed his cat, which then died. Then an adolescent in the house got sick after the cat. They tested negative for flu and positive for another respiratory virus, though. The virus is continuing to spread in birds. More poultry farms are impacted, raising egg prices. The virus has also been found in more dairy cattle, domestic cats, and wild birds remain a large source of transmission, and many states have now detected wild birds infected in their state. Known human cases remain rare but are increasing. Ohio just reported its first human H5N1 case in somebody who had contact with infected poultry, and Wyoming also just confirmed its first case. Their patient is hospitalized in another state but had direct contact with infected poultry. Because H5N1 is circulating so wildly, scientists worry it will become endemic in the US. This has led the USDA to conditionally approve a vaccine for poultry. However, whether it will be widely used is up to the regulators and the poultry industry. I think this is a good step, and I do hope it is used. All this news is concerning and indicates need for increased testing, which I worry won't happen with CDC layoffs. However, it still does not mean there is widespread human-to-human transmission or that it will for sure be a pandemic. We have to wait and see, and we have to keep monitoring. The state level and wastewater data we have supports that the current influenza A spike is seasonal influenza and not bird flu. You can see a video about this from a few days ago that I did. And in the meanwhile, we can rely on state data and we can rely on places like WasteWater Scan to get wastewater data. Stay tuned for more updates and hang in there.